Hello. Welcome to the Speak Easy with Patterns YouTube channel. In this video, you are going to watch a conversation, and then we will practice some patterns together. Let's get started.
I'm feeling restless. What shall we do now?
Good question. What shall we do? Maybe go out?
That sounds fun. Where shall we go?
How about dinner and a movie? I'm getting hungry.
Great idea. Where shall we eat dinner?
There's that new Italian place downtown. Want to try it?
Sure, I'm up for that. What time shall we go out?
How about 7? That gives us time to get ready.
Perfect. Oh, and what shall I wear? Is it fancy?
No need to dress up too much. Casual is fine.
Got it. By the way, when shall we go to the cinema?
We could catch the 9 p.m. showing after dinner.
Sounds good. What shall we buy for snacks?
Let's get popcorn at the theater. But I'm thirsty now. What shall I drink?
How about some water? I can grab you a glass.
Thanks, that'd be great. When shall I call for our dinner reservation?
Maybe do it now, just to be safe?
Good thinking. I'll do that while you get the water.
All right. What shall I do after that?
Just relax. We've got some time before we need to leave.
Okay, let's practice today's patterns together. Please repeat after me. What shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do here? What shall we do here? What shall we do now? What shall we do now? What shall we buy? What shall we buy? What shall we sell? What shall we sell? What shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do for you? What shall I do for you? What shall I do with you? What shall I do with you? What shall I eat? What shall I eat? What shall I drink? What shall I drink? What shall I sell? What shall I sell? What shall I buy? What shall I buy? What shall I buy for you? What shall I buy for you? What shall I say? What shall I say? What shall I tell you? What shall I tell you? What shall I tell my father? What shall I tell my father? When shall we go out? When shall we go out? When shall we go to the cinema? When shall we go to the cinema? When shall we eat dinner? When shall we eat dinner? When shall we go to the north? When shall we go to the north? When shall I call you? When shall I call you? When shall I come back? When shall I come back? When shall I pick up my mother? When shall I pick up my mother? When shall I pick up my son? When shall I pick up my son? When shall I come? When shall I come? Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Where shall we stay? Where shall we stay? Where shall we sleep? Where shall we sleep? Where shall we eat dinner? Where shall we eat dinner? Where shall I sit? Where shall I sit? Where shall I study? Where shall I study? Where shall I go? Where shall I go? Where shall I change my clothes? Where shall I change my clothes? Where shall I park my car? Where shall I park my car? As you wish. As you wish. What time shall we go out? What time shall we go out? What time shall we go home? What time shall we go home? What time shall I wake up? What time shall I wake up? What time shall I sleep? What time shall I sleep? That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. See you next time.